Welcome back to Get Inspired, Stay Inspired. Today we are going to answer a question that every single person thinks about. So this program is it really working for me? And so we're going to give you 5 different tips on how to know if that's the program for you. And This is not something that we just came up with, guys. There's a reason why we're talking about this, right, Dr. Donna?
Oh, yes. So this morning, we had a totally different topic for today, but this morning I got into the TikTok rabbit hole, and I bet every single one of you have done that. Well, something caught my attention. There's this woman, she comes on my feed. She's got a lot of followers. People, watch her, and she's on her own weight loss journey. And what really caught my attention is she's been on Ozempic for 2 years. Okay. And she was talking about doing the injections in different areas of her body so that she's not nauseous. She just learned this. She was still significantly overweight. Now, granted, I don't know where she started her journey, but for 2 years, she's been on Ozempic and she's still significantly overweight and she's been nauseous. So it made me wonder, is that program really working for her? And it really caught my attention because I'm concerned about the side effects of these medications, which we talked about before at another video. Yeah. And of course, I sent it to these ladies.
There's one thing. There's a difference between maybe you started a new program and your body's adjusting and you might be eating different things that you're not used to, and maybe you get nauseous for a couple of days, you may be detoxing. That is one thing. Another thing is I've been nauseous for 2 years.
I don't know if I could handle that. I mean, I think we've all had some kind of stomach virus, right? You get nauseous a little before, you get nauseous after, you don't want to eat anything. I'm not sure I could do that for 2 years.
That's definitely a flag that, hey, you got to watch, like, really, there might be something different that person needs to do, for sure. What do you think, Dr. Marty?
Well, I think, she sent us all the video, and I think we could all agree that this lady was, again, we don't know where she started, but she still had quite a ways to go, and she's been on this program for 2 years. So my first concern is, first of all, what is she doing on a day-to-day basis? Is this teaching her healthier habits, or is she using a medication as a crutch? Like, I'm on this, so it's going to work. Yeah. And no program is going to work for you. And I say this every single day in the office. There is nothing that is going to work for you long-term if you are not making lifestyle changes and if you're not being taught what to do to make a difference. There's no drug.
Marty, let me just stop you there for a minute, because you went right into our number 1, which I want to tell the people that is watching. That is our number 1. Our number 1 is the program teaching you what to do so you can keep it off after you've met your goals. So continue, Dr. Marty.
Yeah, there's nothing that you could do. There is no long-term program, no crash diet, no workout program, no surgery. No surgery, because we've had people that have had all kinds of gastric bypass in our office that have gained it all back.
Right.
And there is no program that's going to work for you. So it is not working for you if whoever the provider isn't at least teaching you what to do differently long term.
Absolutely.
So if somebody gave you some medication, or somebody gave you, some over-the-counter pills, or somebody gave you something, and they are not involved in some way in teaching you what to do differently than what got you here, then that program is not working for you.
Yeah. Somebody has to be coaching the person along the way, teaching them, educating them, pushing them, correcting them, helping them figure out alternatives to things that they used to like to eat, or they still like to eat, that doesn't support their journey. All that is important. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Is the program sustainable? These are questions that we want you to ask yourself, those that are watching. Number 2, is the program sustainable? What will make a program not be sustainable?
Oh my goodness.
Right. So, I mean, if you can't rely on medications for the rest of your life, that's not sustainable, right? Because you're going to be in the same position as you are, not losing weight, eating your same crappy foods, not changing your diet. That's not sustainable.
Absolutely. How about the prepackaged meals? That's not sustainable either, you know?
Prepackaged meals, yeah, I don't understand, like, there are some programs out there and there's some prepackaged services that I don't find offensive. For like, let's say, if you're busy this week at work and you're not going to have time to prep, okay, lunch. Okay. But not every day, all day for every meal. You need to learn how to make food or make better choices when you're not home.
Yeah.
There's no way that you could sustain a meal prep service or a shake or a juice thing long term.
Yeah.
So I'm totally in agreement with you. There is a place over here that we actually send our clients for that very reason, Dr. Marty, because we understand and inspire that, life happens, we're busy, this and that. So we actually tell our clients to eat, right?
Yeah.
But we want them to eat real food. So there's places that offer meals that they actually, it's real food. It doesn't have all sorts of, preservatives and all sorts of crap in there that is, maybe taking care of your issue because you didn't meal prep or you're busy or whatever, but what else is in there? And that's the difference. The difference is there's prepackaged meals that there are programs that all you do is order all these prepackaged meals. Look at the ingredients. There's a bunch of stuff in there that's not good for your body. So you're taking care of one thing, but causing a whole other issue. You may be causing a whole other issue because of what the intake is. And then on top of that, you go on vacation. You're going to take your prepackaged meals with you? No, you got to learn how to go to these restaurants and order for yourself. Yep. You don't have the ability to have that quick, easy meal there that doesn't cause you to think and use those critical thinking skills to show for you to think through and look at that menu and say, okay, nope, yep, yes, this perfect. This is great. This is great. This is great. So when you rely on a program that just kind of just gives you the meals, you're not tapping into that part in your brain that you're going to learn to make those decisions for yourself. And that's what makes it sustainable.
That's why the education part is so important, because when you learn how to eat the right foods, you can go just about to any restaurant on vacation and make the best choices.
Yep, absolutely. Shakes is another one, guys. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, are you seeing progress on a daily basis?
Dr. Donna, talk about daily progress for us.
Well, boy, I can tell you, just yesterday, I had 3 different people come in and they were exercising every single day. They were doing different shakes. They were doing all this, but they weren't seeing any results. So are you seeing results? Are you frustrated? If what you're doing is not working, it's time to change. Look at the foods you're eating, look at what you're doing. It's not going to work. If you don't see changes every single day, then it's not working.
You should be making forward progress. I mean, I talk to clients all the time and they're like, oh my goodness, this week I could fit into clothes that last week was tighter. The inches are coming off. My energy is increasing, because not every victory is a scale victory, right?
Right.
My energy is increasing. I am sleeping so much better. My hot flashes have improved. Like, there's so many things. My stomach, I don't have heartburn. Like, there's so many things that we count as progress, and it doesn't necessarily have to be always on the scale, but it's progress. You physically can see the signs of your health journey going in the correct direction.
Yeah. Right. If you don't see any changes, it's time to stop what you're doing and find something new.
Yeah. And I'm glad you went into that, Marty, because I was thinking about the same thing. Progress doesn't mean weight loss on the scale. You know,
Not always.
especially there's so many variables to what we do and what we help clients do, especially clients that are also working out, you know, they may be building muscle mass. So their muscle mass is increasing, but their fat mass is decreasing. That's why it's important to go somewhere that's going to check that for you on a weekly basis, because we're going to know, okay, your fat mass is heading the direction it's supposed to be heading at the amount that it's supposed to be heading. So yeah, it's about fat loss, really. It's about inch loss. It's about these things in your health that you're feeling that is also going away, like the you know, heartburn, you know, the fatigue, all these things. So we want you to really sit down and see if you are in a current program, if these things are happening. Okay, take a couple of minutes and check it out, guys. Okay, so now we are on number 4. Does the program have side effects?
Okay, and that's a fun one. And you know what? That's something that goes right along with, are you seeing results? Because along with, are you seeing results? Are you seeing things you don't want to see?
Right.
A lot of times, you know, and it's kind of funny in our office, I warn the clients, like, the first week kind of sucks because you're detoxing fat cells.
Yeah.
With it, it's great, but not because fat cells, in addition to fat cells hold hormones. Fat cells hold all the toxins that your body hasn't been able to process or stored in your fat cells, which is one of the reasons why we will not allow you to do the program if you're pregnant and nursing, to be honest, because we don't want that to go to the baby or the fetus. But so you are going to have initially some fat loss detox.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's not always nice. We teach you how to manage it, obviously, but that's a normal symptom. Not normal symptoms. Oh my goodness, this poor lady says she's been, the TikTok lady says she's been nauseous for 2 years. Are you kidding me?
That's a red flag right there.
I don't even want to. Yeah, like, why are you still doing this? Or, I mean, even worse symptoms. Some of these medications cause thyroid cancer. Some of these medications, you know, cause other hormone dysregulations. A lot of the protein, a lot of the shakes, a lot of the powdered shakes, they cause kidney issues and liver issues. So, you know, what are you doing? Is it safe for you? And is there somebody that's kind of managing whatever little side effects you're having?
Yeah.
But the other thing too is, you know, sometimes another side effect is people sometimes undereat or don't eat the right foods, and they're exercising a lot, and they'll see the change on the scale. And this goes back to what we just talked about. They may not be losing they may not be losing fat, but losing muscle. So, you know, you have to be aware of that, which that's super important. And this goes back to eating the right foods. You can't not eat the right foods and work out, because you're probably going to be doing the opposite of what you want to achieve.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So number 5 is this program supporting your long-term health goals. And I have to say that, you know, our bodies are amazing. Like, our bodies were created. It's just mind-blowing of what our bodies can do if we allow it to do it. So I guess I'm still in number 4 a little bit, because when I think about side effects and thinking about like choosing kind of this quick fix type of deal where, you know, you have a commercial that's like, the side effects can be blah, 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 and it's so fast and you can't read it because the font is this little. That is a sign, you know. And the truth of the matter is, most of the time, and of course, people have certain health issues and things that maybe they need a little bit more support, but our bodies are created in a way that it can support itself to lose weight if you allow it to. And I say allow it to because we're the ones that make the choices on what we're going to do with our bodies. So sometimes we don't allow it to. A lot of times we don't allow it to, and it can. All right, number 5. In this program, is this program supporting your long-term health? I just screamed that out. Didn't I?
A little bit excited there, Martha. And okay, so that goes right back to the side effects. Okay, any program that you do could have either super awesome healthy side effects or super horrible side effects. If you're taking a medication that has a black box label warning for cancer, maybe that's not a healthy program for you. I'm just going to put that out there. But you could have positive side effects, right? You could have lowered insulin resistance, and your type 2 diabetes can get resolved or improved or go away entirely and healed.
Yep.
That's a great side effect, right? Your blood pressure could go down. That's a great side effect. Your heartburn could go away. That's a great side effect. So we want to see, what are your long-term goals? One of the reasons in our office that we take, 45 minutes talking to you when you first come in is we want to see what are your issues, what are your goals, what is your why beyond just taking off 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
How about I have to use a CPAP machine every night and I can't sleep well?
Wow.
That's a big one.
That's a big one, because think about and we've had, I can't even tell you how many patients. I want to say clients, I want to say like at least 5 out of 10 people coming into the office are on CPAP machines. Think about that traveling. Think about like the freedom you have without that CPAP machine. And if you share a bed, that thing is pretty noisy.
That breaks my heart. It does.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the goal is to get them off the seat. Help them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the CPAP, when you use, the CPAP also means you're not getting enough oxygen to your blood, which means your blood pressure is going to go up. So there's like a whole cycle. There's a whole cascade of suck that happens with that.
What about the side effect of feeling sexy again? Having your relationship with your husband or your wife or whoever, is better. You have more energy, so you're with your family more.
Self-confidence.
You could get on the floor and play with your grandkids.
Yes,
I mean, how many people do we have that have lost so much mobility that they can't even have normal day-to-day stuff anymore happening?
Yeah. One big thing is I hear a lot of the moms saying, I want to go to the playground with my child and not sit on the bench and watch them play. I want to play with them. That's a big one.
I love that you brought that up, Dr. Marty, that there's positive side effects. So as you're watching and we're hoping that this is triggering you to think like thoughts, right? To like, okay, well, maybe I need to identify all these different points if it's working for you or not. And then also, the side effects. I would say a column of negative side effects and a column of positive side effects,
or scary potential side effects that you could have in the future with whatever, if you're on a medication,
right?
Because you might not be experiencing anything now, but 10 years from now, you're going to be the person that, you see the thing on the TV. Have you been damaged by so-and-so? Do you want to be that person?
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely not. So guys, the goal is long-term, sustainable, healthy, feed your body good food. Feed, what you feed your body is what your body's going to respond with. And this is very, very important. And you can feed your body all sorts of great things and all sorts of crap. And it doesn't always have to be food.
Right.
It can be other things that we expose our bodies to, right? Yes. So if this is causing you to think it through and you're like, man, I don't know if we're in the current, and I don't know if I'm in the right program, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to push back to somebody that may be trying to cause you to do this program. It's okay to look for another program. If you're not really sure, just reach out to us. Okay, we will tell you. We tell clients this is not the right program for you. We do, and that's very strange because our programs are customized. But there's some people that we've had to say, listen, you're not ready mentally, or some other things, right? So we will tell you one way or the other. So reach out to us. We're here to help you. We hope that this was a great video and it's life-changing for you. So stay tuned. Every week we're throwing up videos. Subscribe to our channel. Have a great rest of your day.